What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. On my main channel, I talked about Megan Good and her husband having a divorce, Mr. Devon Franklin. All right. And if we think about Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry, it seems sort of similar. You know, Ayesha Curry is a loudmouth, just like Megan Good is. Steph Curry is a nice guy, all right? Just like Devon Franklin is a nice guy. And both Megan Good and Ayesha Curry both want the attention of other men. We know that because Ayesha Curry has been more adamant about that. Just look at her the last few years on Instagram, all right? She's been opening herself up, taking more raunchy photos. She's talked about she wants male attention and she's kind of jealous that Steph is getting it. But she didn't start off like that. When she got married, she was not like that. But as some women say, you know what? They're trying to find themselves. And the thing about, life that I love so much about it is that as time progresses, so do we. And some people change completely, depending on the friends they have around them, depending on, how they experiment with their sexuality. Same thing with Ayesha Curry. She is much different now than what she was before. And there's no problem with people changing. It really isn't. The problem is once it comes to my values and yours. Because, see, as a man, I think we're a little bit different. We don't change as much. Our values by the time we're 30, 35, they're pretty much the same values that we have for the rest of our life. Women are a little different. They kind of go with the flow a little bit more. And the problem is that once you become so much different than the person that I thought I was dealing with at first, or the person that I was dealing with at first, and I do understand that they have children. And that was another thing that she waited to do. She waited till she got all those kids. And then now she's changing. So you can't really just get rid of her, right? But usually when you change, you're not the person who I thought you were. You gotta go. Because this is not what I signed up for. You've changed. That's completely fine. And you're on a different tangent than what I met you. So you gotta go. Because I don't want to put up with that. But here's the other alternative. If you let me get some girls on the side and you find some dudes to deal with you, I really don't care because I'm tired of you anyway. And I already know this is kind of how rich guys are like, guys like Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, some of these guys for swingers. Listen, I'm tired of you, baby. I love you, but I'm tired of you. You need to find somebody else to put up with your shit. Okay? I want to go deal with some people on the side that I can deal with and not put up with your stuff. This is the only way that I'm going to stay with you. This is what you want anyway. So go ahead and do it. Just leave me alone. And when I come back and see you, because I'm tired of you for the rest of my life, I would never be with you in a monogamous relationship. Then we can talk. That's the only way I can stay with you. And you would be surprised how many rich men have this relationship. And this is what I think is going on here with Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry. Okay? And I also believe that going forward, you're going to see more professional black men who have earned a lot of money to go this route. Because here's the reality. Most ladies have not been trained how to satisfy a high earning, successfully productive man. They just don't know. I mean, there's no school to train some woman to deal with a man like Steph Curry. There's just no school to train women how to deal with guys who are in the 1%. How do you deal with somebody like that? You just can't. You can't give them the same rules, expect them to live by the same exact rules that everybody else lives. They have to have exceptions because of who they are. They pay more in taxes. Okay. They have more affordability to do things. And yes, men like that, in my honest opinion, deserve, even if they're married, to have other people because of who they are. Okay? Because a lot of times, like you see with Will Smith, these guys, no matter what they do, they can't satisfy these girls anyway. And that's the issue. Getting with women that you can't satisfy. Women who are always progressing into something else that you can't dictate. Look at Kevin Garnett and his ex-wife. He had no idea that she was going to end up doing what she was doing. Don't believe me? Look at Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen. Could he have even predicted that? You just don't know. Once these ladies get exposed to a whole different sort of life, like the entertainment street, scene, you're hanging out with actors and actresses in Hollywood. When you were a young lady from Canada and you wasn't exposed to that, now you're exposed to the high life of San Francisco and the high life of LA and New York City. These ladies ain't going to be the same. And that's why the brother said, while Steph Curry was breaking the NBA three-point record, his wife was on Tinder. All right? Because there's part of her, I believe, she got married too young. She wants to explore some other parts of her sexuality. There was a lot of thought in it up that she didn't do, probably he didn't do. And they probably smart to say, hey, we're not going to find anybody else like this. We love you to a certain degree, but we still want to have these experiences. And I don't believe any of that Christian stuff. People say they're Christian till they're blue in the face and be smoking dope and weed and tweeds all throughout the night. But the reality is that I think that as women change throughout the years, and I know that because my own grandmother, she is not the same woman, okay, today, that she was 30 years ago. Completely different. And it ain't got nothing to do with Alzheimer's or anything like that. Just different. Completely different. And that's something that guys can't predict. And if guys have to be miserable and stay with this one lady as she changes and changes and changes and completes being different, like, I gotta have something about somebody else. I got to. Because you changing too much. I don't have time to be dealing with you like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna go. You can change, but you're gonna change by yourself. Like, seriously. Somebody else is gonna have to deal with all of that. It's not gonna be me. That's what I do know. And I know that, and I can just only guess what she's gonna be like in 10 years. Except that she's not going to look like she does now. She's going to be even more for a headache for him. Even more of a hassle. And he's going to get miserable and miserable each year. Because she's a loudmouth too. And a lot of guys are suffering. So at least let them have some joy. Like, let me have some side chicks. Because you know what? When your wife is unpredictable, your girlfriend's unpredictable, nothing beats side chicks who at least are trying to compete for the top spot. At least, because we know that she becomes the main chick, she's gonna start tripping too. But at least having that gotta be just, it's gotta be great. I ain't gotta deal with you tonight. I can just deal with somebody else. I'm tired of you. It's the one thing that I think that can keep people happy. Because gone are the days I feel that I'm dealing with you for 40 years. I love you for 40 years. And I'm not messing with anybody. It doesn't work. Okay? I need to cheat on you, boo. You might need to step out on me. I just need you to go away for some months so I can just get my swerve on. Come back with a better attitude. Please let him deal with you. It's okay. Just let me just get away. I know so many men feel like this. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.